Yo, wagwan! Welcome back to another episode. Chilling with Pati Next Door. If you're new here, this is just a third of the type of content I make. In this video, we're going to talk about all the subjects I did in my first year of medicine at the University of Pretoria. So the first of that, I'm going to be looking through like the syllabus because obviously I don't have like a good memory of them. But once I see the subject or the module, then I'll tell you guys a bit about it, how I found it, tips, tricks, anything I can. So this is off the top of my head, guys, so just bear with me. But I remember us doing AIM. There was AIM 111 and AIM 121. So with AIM 111, you can dodge it for the semester, for your first semester of your first year. AIM 111 is basically just academic information management. So basically they teach you how to interpret data, how to use Excel, how to use Word, how to use PowerPoint, how to make presentation, and all these like shortcuts on your keyboard with your computer. It's really helpful. You can avoid doing it if you write a test in the beginning of the year. I never wrote the test because I missed it, because I don't know, I just wasn't aware that there was a test I had to write. And then I remember everyone just saying, like, oh my gosh, how did that test go? It was easy, it was bad. Oh no, I have to do it for the semester. And I was just like, well, I missed it. I have to do it for the rest of the semester. So it's each week they need you. It's mandatory. You need to be there 2 hours each week. And you're going to be mixed in with a whole bunch of kids because every first year does this module. So you're going to find people from all types of faculties, all types of studies, and maybe even different years that are doing this subject. So yeah, it's not that bad, but it's avoidable. I suggest you avoid it because it's just like you're going to be getting assignments on all this work, extra work that you could have gone without. You know? And then one of my favorite subjects we did in first semester was medical terminology. It is what it sounds like. It's the terminology that is used globally in the medical field. So these are derivative words from the Greek language, from the Latin language, and stuff like that. So I don't know how to explain it. Like it was literally us learning what soma means, what stoma means, what ophthalm means, you know, stuff like that, like small words that we use in medicine, what it means, you know. I don't know how else to explain it, but it was really fun. Studying it was so enjoyable. Literally the test was, what does this word mean? What does this word mean? And it was in order. I don't know. I liked the organization of the subject. I don't think I actually attended a lot of the classes because I did. I used to study it on my own. So I just, you know, I had fun studying it on my own. I didn't really enjoy the lectures. And it's like a cute little textbook that you can always just pull out, revise. When you're bored, you revise your medical terminology. And then there was academic English for health science. Code for that is ELH. ELH was basically just like writing, reading, speech. It was literally English, and the types of assignments that give you is, I don't want to say the word like unnecessary, but you know, it's an easy module to get by. It wasn't like the most stressful thing. And this is another thing I had to do in my second semester because I only got into medicine in my second semester. Every other person that did medicine as soon as they got into uni did ELH in their first semester. So it's basically just English. And then there was LCP. LCP is Longitudinal Clinical Attachment Program. So LCP will torment you through your entire med school career. Well, at least until my fourth year. It's been a constant thing. So what happens is you go out into the field, you go out to clinics, you go to people's homes, you ask questions, you observe, you interact with people in their environment. Like you go out and you ask them questions that they need you to get, and at the end of it all there's an assessment that you need to do. And it's also just a pain in the, and it's one of the many reasons would need a car. In one of my previous videos, I did mention that I wish I knew that you needed a car for med school. It's one of the reasons. LCP is you just going out to different places. It could be Atteridgeville, Soshanguve, anywhere around Pretoria really. They just assign you, you're in a group of 4, you walk around, you talk to people, and yeah, you figure it out how you're going to present an assignment that is due. Okay, those other modules I said, those are called your fundamental modules. So those are the things you build on. And then you have your core modules, right? Your core modules was BOK 121. That is molecule to organism. It is literally what it sounds like, molecules and tissues and the study of that. And then we did chemistry, CMY. Okay, with chemistry though, the thing is I was doing BSc, so I didn't necessarily do the chemistry that the med students did, but apparently that chemistry, CMY 151, was organic chemistry. So I don't know how that went. I don't know what content they had, but chemistry, you know. The chemistry I did was CMY 117. CMY 117 was basically stoichiometry, as far as I can remember. Like it was the moles, the molar mass, kilograms to Avogadro's constant, and Lewis structures and valencies. Is that a thing? Covalency, bonding, atoms. I needed to know my periodic table from copper to gold. Is that the first one this side? Point is, okay, I studied my atoms, I studied my redox reactions, I studied the balancing of chemical equations. It was, guys, chemistry had hands. I'm not gonna lie, chemistry had hands. But I got through it. I persevered, and I did well enough to get into medicine. And you can too if you're trying to get from BSc to medicine. But if you're in medicine already, you're going to do an organic type of chemistry, of which I can't tell you too much about. And then there was FIL 155. This is Science and World Views. This was basically philosophy. This taught us like the history and the philosophy of science, specifically medical science. It was philosophy, okay? It boggled your mind. So it looked into the philosophical ideas of Socrates, Leonardo da Vinci, all those Greek folks that read things and hypothesized and grew their beards and had ideas and opinions on things. We learned their things, basically. And then there was GNK 127. This was people and their environment. I really enjoyed this module. So people and their environment was basically the biopsychosocial approach to healthcare. So there was a few ideas that went into this. We got tested in writing a lot of 15-mark questions. The same way with philosophy, we also got tested with 15-mark questions, and you know, it was just like a lot of ideas to learn, the different types of, the models of, and yeah, it was just deductive reasoning and stuff like that. So it's critical thinking, and it's interesting approaches to your chains of thought, you know, around the medical field and science as a whole and everything. So that's what that was about. It was also like things about, it was basically like LO, like the promotion of health, the primary health service case, the secondary promotion of health, like just those type of stuff. I think epidemiology also came into play. We got introduced to that. The studies of population really, and how the health system intertwines with that as a part of society. And then we had an introduction to pharmacotherapy. This was GNK 128. I think we did this in semester 2 as well. So this was basically about like it was basically an approach to seeing patients and patients' reactions to diseases, problems, solutions, and stuff like that. We also did the people and their environment in semester 1 though. This was GNK 112. This was more the psychology and the sociology around medicine. So this was stuff like ethics. I think ethics came into it. Stuff like sleep patterns. There was just so many topics and ideas, guys. I don't think you guys even expect me to go into like the topics and revise my notes. Maybe I should have had my notes with me. That would have been great for this video. But yeah, we did stuff like that. And then we did MLB. MLB was also a first semester module. MLB was basically molecular and cell biology. And I remember us doing photosynthesis. I remember us doing the cell. I remember us doing genetics. I remember us doing the structure of the cell, the structure of DNA, the structures of protein. It was an extensive amount of small things that we learned about that semester. And then there was physics. Physics we did in first semester as well. Physics was physics, the physics that you know in grade 10, 11, 12, all of that. Vectors, they all come back. I think we also did a little bit of electric circuits. We did electromagnetism. We did Newton's laws, velocity, all that stuff. But I found it to be more mathematical, like even more. It was physics basically. I don't know how else to describe physics. It's the physics that we all know. And yeah, that's basically first year in a nutshell. So yeah, guys, that is basically all the modules we did in my first year of medicine at the University of Pretoria. I hope you found this video informative. I hope you're excited for your journey. And yeah, if you have any further questions, feel free to comment down below. Don't forget to subscribe and leave a like if you enjoyed this video. And there will be a lot more from me each week. Bye, guys.